This is Lady Vitality here with another vlog talking about shungite and why you should incorporate it in your everyday life. I hope this video finds you well and you're able to share this information with those you love. Thank you. Hello beautiful souls, this is Adrienne Gill from Skin Deep Vitality and Conscious Kitchen, and this is going to be vlog number 5. I hope so, I don't remember. Today I was just finishing up a facial and I looked up and I saw my giant shungite piece, elite shungite piece. So that's what I want to talk about. Elite shungite is a billion-year-old stone that comes from Kyrilline, Russia. I'm most likely pronouncing Kyrilline incorrectly, but Google elite shungite and you will find it comes from one place in the world, in Russia. And I believe it originally got discovered because animals were going to this one part of Russia to drink water from, I don't know if it's a well, but a stream of water, and it contained a mass amount of shungite underneath. And flash forward hundreds of years, we now know that shungite is a very powerful and protecting stone. And this is a really cool book. I'm just going to point it out really quick. We'll go over all the things that I'm going to cover today and most likely more and in more detail. No text. Shungite, I personally found it at a show called, I don't remember what the show's called, but it's a New Living Expo, that's what it's called. And I was walking around and these people were like, oh, do you want some shungite water? Do you want some shungite water? And they really seemed like they were very vibrant and healthy and had a lot of energy. And I'm like, what's in this water? They're like, oh, it's been infused with shungite for 24 hours. I'm like, okay. Is it going to do anything to me? Make me feel any way? Because you guys are kind of acting a little, hyper. They just told me a little bit about it. I wasn't really listening, honestly, because it's really loud in there. But I tried the water, nonetheless. It just tastes like water, and went along my way and was looking at the other booths. And then I started to feel a little like perkiness and everything seemed a little more vibrant and lively. So that wasn't within 15 minutes, and I'm very sensitive to most things that I put on my body or in my body. So I went right back to the spot where they had the shungite, and I took the time to listen to everything they said, got the pamphlets, got some shungite, and that was about 3 years ago. So flash forward 3 years, I've been trying to collect as much shungite as possible because I now know how valuable it is. I actually believe it's going to be more valuable than gold if we ever went into a water crisis because of its cleaning, water purifying properties. It is primarily made of carbon. It is mainly made of carbon, and the other part of what it is made of is called fullerenes. Fullerenes, if you've heard of me talk about it before, fullerenes are molecules such as C60, C70, so 70 molecules of carbon, 60 molecules of carbon. The most popular is C60, but I'll save that for another video. So fullerenes, now, flash forward now, all the studies on fullerenes, it's a very healing component because it helps lengthen your telomeres. So I would highly suggest to look into that. Telomeres are on your DNA and they dictate how long your lifespan is. So they're finding that it's kind of like the fountain of youth. So it purifies water because it's a carbon-based stone, and we are primarily made of carbon. Most living organisms on the planet are primarily made of carbon. So it actually cleans the water of bacteria, fungus, parasites, and that's if you let it steep in water for at least 24 hours. So you can't just like put the stones in the water and expect it to be clean. It needs a period of time, 24 plus hours, for it to do its work. So like I said, I believe it's going to be very worth more than gold if we ever go into a water crisis, which I believe in some parts of the world we are in a water crisis. Clean water, should I say. There is no water crisis because we have primary water and secondary water, but that's also something to look into when they suggest that we are running out of water. Moving back to the shungite. So I started using it in my water, and I started putting in all my water containers. I had one big glass. I first started with a little bit of shungite, and then so I waited 24 hours to drink that water. Now I have shungite in every single glass container, and it sits for at least 24 hours. The water container that I take for the day has shungite in it, and that's where I am now, and I feel great, and I feel that my the way that I look in the outside, the way that I feel on the inside will validate the claims of the shungite. It also, it is a very protecting stone. So now we're living in a world where we are being bombarded by lots of different frequencies that are not harmonious to our bodies, specifically Wi-Fi and 5G, and also inharmonious music. We should all look into vibing more with the 432 and 528 and all the other frequencies that are harmonious to our bodies. But if you are someone that knows, like myself, that I'm around a lot of frequencies that aren't benefiting me, that's why I have so much shungite, because shungite prevents EMFs, frequencies, it disrupts it. So you can get an EMF reader, and you can get a piece of shungite, and this is how you can do tests. There's a couple tests to see if shungite is real. EMF frequency, for example, in front of the phone, you can read it, and then you put the shungite in front of it, there'll be nothing being read on the meter. So that's a really good test to do on your own, so you not taking what I'm saying and like, oh, okay, it's an EMF protector. Know why it works, and know that it is because what it's made out of, that's why it's doing what it's doing. So I have a piece here. So this is Elite Shungite. It looks a little glassy and kind of like a shark tooth, but it's not. This is a little more tumbled and cool. Here I have bracelets. I made bracelets. The skinnier one is hematite, which is magnetic. Magnetism is awesome. And this is just magnets. So the moral of the story, keep it around you as much as possible, especially wherever you have electromagnetic frequencies coming out. So your phone, your TVs, anywhere you have Wi-Fi, anything that's Wi-Fi, basically, you're going to want shungite around it. On my phone, actually, I can't show you, but I have what is called an orgonite, which was primarily made of shungite and other minerals and stones to block the frequencies coming out of my phone. I highly suggest you do not talk on the phone with it right here, because that's just going straight into your brain, straight into your skin. Speakerphone it or leave it in the car. Turn off your phone at nighttime. These are just little tips to prevent these frequencies from harming you, especially when you're relaxing and sleeping. And so I went over it's cleaning water, it's a protecting stone, and it's healing because of the fullerene components. That's a lot of information, I know, but also very good things to start looking into. This book, something that you can get on Amazon. You have the World Wide Web, which is great because you don't have to actually buy anything. You can search around and see what everyone's saying. You can find out more information on my Conscious Kitchen website, which is www.consciouskitchensj.com. Also, my Skin Deep Vitality page, www.skindeepvitality.com. I have different tabs and different writings and different videos and different websites that I refer to, so you can start looking into this and start getting some shungite. And I hope that this information that I'm sharing with you will benefit you or someone you love, and I hope you get some shungite and we can talk about it and what it's doing for you. Thank you. Bye.